After high school, I was drafted into the police force because in Singapore, once you're 18 years old and above, you're eligible to serve national service. It is compulsory. So 2.5 years of my life, from 21 years old, I was a police officer. And then from there, the government did find out that I was racing in BMX racing. All on my own, no sponsorship, nothing. And I was racing in Malaysia, all in the Southeast Asian region. And they offered me to go and race for Singapore. And I went to Australia for the World Championships in BMX racing. And I think that's actually where I met the South African national champion for the first time as well. And we met when I came over to South Africa. And after national service, I did a few races for Singapore. And from there, I also did a little bit of mountain bike downhill, because obviously the BMX racing is not as huge as the mountain bike scene. And the mountain bikers from there thought with the skills that I had, maybe I could do well in the mountain bike downhill, which I tried to do with them for a bit. I think I did for a couple of years. At the end of my national service, after 2.5 years, that's when you get back into the real world, and I had to look for a job. Through some friends, I heard that the Club Med was looking for somebody to join their circus, and no idea what circus entails. Maybe it was just juggling in the shows and stuff like that. And from there, 2.5 years of my life was in Club Med Circus, which was where I met my wife as well, South African girl. And we moved over here in South Africa in 2008. I did send my CV out, and I did make a point that I want to stay in the cycling industry because that's where a lot of my knowledge is, and the variety of my knowledge is from my colorful experiences in cycling. You know, I did from BMX, mountain bike to road to a lot of the triathlon events as well back home. And I thought that I could really do well if I could stay in the cycling industry. And by luck, Andrew McLean replied to my email, told me to come for an interview, and they offered me a job as a sales consultant, a junior sales consultant. And then from there, I had a bit of interest in the bike fitments, the bike setups. So from my own side, I just spoke to they had a consultant back then who came only on the weekends to do bike setups for Cycle Lab. And then Andrew McLean saw that I had a lot of interest in it. So he sent me to a course with Specialized. Did that course, it was a week's course. Specialized America came over to South Africa to give the training, which I did with them for about a week. And now I'm a certified bike fitter. I love my working environment. You know, it is a retail shop, but it's a very unique environment. Like if you enter the shop, on the left-hand side you got the Pedals Cafe. You know, they have all this healthy food and drinks, and then if you turn to the right, you have the club. We have club members who's been with us for easily 10 years, 15 years. You know, when Cycle Lab just started. So it's people you know by name, they call you by your name as well. So it's a nice environment. And then as you walk through the stores, it's obviously it's bigger than a normal cycling shop, but it's unique in that sense as well. So it's not a normal bike shop per se. And as far as my department is concerned, I'm a little bit secluded from the retail side of it, the selling side of it, and I interact one-on-one with my clients. Yeah, it's a little bit more personal in my department, which I love. You know, instead of having 10 customers where you deal with them 2-3 minutes each, I spend 5 customers and 45 minutes per person. So you create a brotherhood, you know, a cycling brotherhood kind of thing. So it's cool. From my experience, right, from all the companies that I worked with in the circus, in all the different sports that I did, I think very important is passion, which happens to be, if I'm not mistaken, number one in our company value. When you have passion, it motivates you to wake up every morning. When you get to work, puts a smile on your face, and you actually make a difference in the working environment as well. You know, people want to be with you. People want to have a conversation with you, not just colleagues, but clients as well. So for me, passion has to be number one, whether it's working or even in your hobbies and stuff. So yeah, I'd have to say passion. Corp has definitely given me a view that I can definitely stay in the cycling industry and still support my family and my hobbies, obviously, my cycling life. It's definitely a company that makes me feel like I'm part of a family. So yeah, I'm very proud of what I've achieved in terms of being able to work from a junior sales consultant and slowly moving up each department, helping the company to get to the next generation, which I hope we will get within the next couple of years.